Oliver, thank you so much for being here with me. Before we start going into, HUNESZ, you as a professional, can you make a brief intro on basically your trajectory into what you're?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for the invitation.
Of course.
I really love your podcast. I saw it before, even
Mhm.
before you invited me. So thank you. It's really nice to be here. A short introduction about me. I graduated from the Hungarian University of Sports Science. I did my master's and bachelor's there as well. And then I finished my PhDs at ELTE. All three for me was about a little bit about esports. My PhD was fully about it, and I would call myself an esports performance and governance expert. I've been in the industry for almost 10 years now. I was a professional Rainbow Six Siege player. Professional, it's in my country, professional, so not tier one, but tier three in my country. I
Mhm.
played a lot, and then I retired. I work with the Hungarian Federation as chairman of the educational committee. I also work with one of the best universities in Hungary, which is University of Óbuda. My role there is director of esports, and I also have a team which is competing in Hungary. It's called Spirit Esports, and as I said, I'm a performance expert as well. Sports is a really important part of my life. I'm still active, and I think esports needs physical activity as well. So that's what I'm trying to preach in everyday life as well.
And how do you fit everything? Because you have like.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a family yet, so I have a lot of time, and I really like working in esports. So I don't know. One day is 24 hours, and I only sleep like 8 or 7. So I like to I don't know, work in the other hours. So I fit everything in.
Amazing, amazing. And in terms of performance, what do you think esports can grasp from traditional sports, or what you wrote in your PhD about performance? I would love to know more about that.
Well, first of all, traditional sports is really old, so obviously it has everything it needs when it
Hmm.
comes to performance. So it's not just on the pitch, but for the real professionals, they have a lot of help outside of the pitch as well. They have physio, they have I don't know, special performance coaches, they have psychiatry, they have everything, nutritionist, everything. And right now in esports, I think the preparation is like 90 or 95% in game, like in on the pitch in the game. And I think a lot of things are missing, or a lot of things. It's better to say like this. There are a lot of things that could help the players as well. And when it comes to the most professional teams, obviously they know that already. They have a lot of staff members. They know that they have to help their players outside of the game as well. But when it comes to the vast majority, it's not true. And I think when it comes to, for example, football, I'm going to give you a lot of examples from football because I'm a football player as well. So when it comes to football, even in the lower leagues, so not just the top of the leagues, they also have a lot of helping stuff, and they know that it's important as well. But when it comes to esports, I think the top of the triangle is mostly okay, but mostly the other parts of the triangle is not really there yet. And I think we have to um, make them understand that it's really important. And this, the helping staff, performance coaches, psychiatrists, nutritionists, they help get you to that level where you can be the most professional. So not just the professionals need it, but everyone needs it when they are on the way of becoming a professional. That's my idea, and that's why I worked with this on my PhDs as well.
Amazing. And because your other side is like being the director of esports for the University of Obuda. Like, how are you planning on like applying all this, performance? Are you also planning like curriculum in esports and gaming? Like, can you go a bit more in depth in like what you are working on? Because I would love to, transfer this
Yeah, yeah, sure.
to my.
When we're talking about the University of Obuda, what we
Yeah.
need to understand is in Hungary, the ecosystem of esports is starting to get serious. And for example, me being able to do my PhDs in the topic of esports is a big thing in Hungary. Because, for example, in Western countries or I don't know, other countries, USA, it might be mainstream that your topic is esports. Okay, I'm happy for you. Do it. Do what you want. You have some other professionals who did it. They can help you, etc., etc. But in Hungary, I don't want to say that I was the first because I don't have facts for it. I don't know actually, so I don't want to say that. But I'm pretty sure that there are not a lot of people who are in PhDs with the esports. So
Mhm.
first of all, letting me do that is a big thing in Hungary, I think. And also universities going all in with esports and accepting it and starting to teach it and giving resources for it. I think it's also a really important step when it comes to esports in Hungary, and this is also a sign that it's becoming more and more serious in our country as well. And when it comes to the university itself, what we're doing there is um, we had to build a strategy, like a strategy for more than 5 years, which consists of esports taken seriously. We have three divisions, three legs, if I have to say that. So we had to build three divisions. One of them is curriculum, as you said. We want to teach esports. We want to help people who are interested in esports get to know the ecosystem a bit better in a structured environment. But we also have two other divisions. One of them is research, and the third one is teams, which is like the last one, teams is competition, helping the university students compete on university level and maybe go international, because we have some international university championships as well. And the first one was research, which is, I think, also really important because internationally there are a lot of studies about esports, a lot of I don't know, different industries going into esport research as well. But in Hungary, it's not that mainstream, and I think we have to be able to produce good quality research when it comes to esports as well. And also for that one, we need the background of a university, like a research center or something like that.
Why is research important for a university and also for like the country itself? Can you go a bit more in depth in that?
Well, it's not a secret that quality research is a really important factor when it comes
Mhm.
to the quality of the universities as well. So if you have good professionals, good experts in your university, and they show that, they can show that throughout research, they can show that throughout the papers. And if your university gets to produce good quality research, then the university itself will have, I don't know, a bigger respect or better quality when it comes to the universities outside,
Mhm.
obviously,
Perfect.
internationally as well.
Okay. And also like in the third branch or third leg, whatever you want to call it, like
Yeah,
academic.
branch also a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you teach in the curriculum exactly?
We have two different curriculums right now.
Yeah.
One of them is available for everyone. It's easier, it's shorter, and you don't have to have any bachelor's degree or any certificate for that one. And also we have a longer one, a bigger one, which produces a university degree for you. but you need another, like a bachelor's for that one. We call that the post-graduation certificate or curriculum. And the topic itself has three different parts. One of them is esports coaching, obviously, like different games as well, but it's esports coaching. We have an esports leadership, and we have a like esports event organizer, that's or like referee, so these are the three parts, and all of these three have the two different choices. So you can do them with a university certificate, or you can do the shorter one, but all three topics exist in both versions as well.
Okay. And then on the competition side, what do you want to achieve in the university? Like, would you love to give some scholarships to, to attract students that are talented, or is it just, for students to engage
Mhm.
in between classes to play with each other and then to compete against other universities? What's the
Actually, both. So
okay?
I think you're grasping the idea pretty
Okay.
well from your question. So yes, the activity of our students is also an important factor. There's also like the idea that our university is cool because it has a esports team, but also, and this could be a really good idea or connection with Esportian as well, that we would like to introduce the American model. So that's how we call it, where we can give scholarships for the best Hungarian players. And because of this scholarship, we can meet them even before they want to go to any university, and we can help them achieve their dreams. Meanwhile, we will
Mhm.
have really good players with scholarships in our university as well.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
And
the American model is a really important factor for us as well.
yeah, and it would be amazing if we can achieve it, because like in Europe, it's been lagging. Like there are countries that give more facilities to athletes, like like in absences, like be more
Mhm.
flexible, or like some sort of like small scholarship. I'm talking about like Spain. I don't know in Hungary, but it's not like like the teachers and the coach are in contact. They work together in the class schedule with the practice and competitive schedule. It's not like that, and
Mhm.
it would be amazing.
Yeah, I think so as
If we
well.
could develop that, yeah, yeah.
But one question: how's it in Spain? Do you have? I saw that there is a I don't know, curriculum or something like that with the Barca Innovation Hub and the International Esports Federation, and I think you have a curriculum or something like that. Is it in Barcelona, like a physical one, or is it? How does that work? Because I think that's two really good brands together, so could
Yes,
be
Oliver.
interesting.
I don't want to talk about this because I am not knowledgeable.
Okay,
so
okay, yeah,
so
yeah, no
if
problem,
I
no problem.
because I'm just gonna give my opinion,
Sure,
and
sure.
go based on facts. So it's not
Okay.
peer reviewed. So I don't want to talk about it because like
Is that a problem?
I'm I'm hyper focused on NA. Canada,
Okay, okay.
US, their universities. I mean, I know there's a bunch of organizations. Is the IT Institute,
Mm-hmm,
you
hmm.
know, and all those that have like masters in esports and gaming, but I'm not very into like the opportunities
I
and
see.
all the curriculum. So I don't want to talk anything that I don't
Yeah, no, no, no problem. It's okay.
know. uh, Also, in the federation side, like how do you approach education? Because well, I want you to tell the audience, like how do you plan on approaching the education and esports for 2026?
Well, to be honest, in 2025, what we
Mhm.
had to do with the federation, I've been in my position from the end of 2024. So I actually started this, I don't know, series. build up in 2025. So that's why I'm starting from there. What we had to look at is how the system in Hungary works, and the problem was, in my opinion, uh, that it was not well structured. So here as well, we had to build a strategy on how we want to achieve a better structured educational system in Hungary. You could say I'm a good strategist because I have to build strategies everywhere. But yeah, so in 2025, our main goal was to build a good strategy which we can follow. And even though we had some really good projects before, even before I started working there, we had some good educational projects. We had some good ideas. We had some good relationship with educational institutes as well. But in my opinion, we didn't put it together in a good strategy which we could follow. And in 2025, in my opinion, we did that. I think our strategy is really good, and we started our pilot programs, our ideas based on this strategy, and we had really good results. For example, we had some good contracts or relationships, official relationships now with one of the best universities in Hungary. And also we had good conference this year, and also we could go one level lower and we could work with schools as well. And our 2026 goal is to go deeper with our strategy because it's ready now. We know it's working. We know it's good. In 2026, we have to start working on it and making it happen, to make it stronger as well. And my vision, my main goal with this strategy is to have a really transparent and quite well understood structure for people who are interested in esports. I want everyone in Hungary, I know it's a big sentence, but I want everyone in Hungary to know what they can do with esports actually. So for example, you're, I don't know, 14 years old, you want to deal with esports, and you know who to ask, where to go, and what you can reach when it comes to your skills.
Mhm.
So right now it's kind of like, or it was kind of like Wild West, everyone for themselves. They have to go and look for ideas, go look for teams. Maybe they can get some ideas from outside of our country. So they didn't know how to touch the subjects of esports. But
Mhm.
right now, I want everyone who wants to deal with esports to understand what they can do, and I want to give them opportunities and the chances to go on the road which they want to choose to achieve the dreams. And I want the Hungarian Federation and the universities and everyone involved in the Hungarian educational system to be able to help them, to give them some tools to help for this I don't know, for the people who are interested in esports in Hungary.
Amazing. So, are schools open for you guys to come, like the workshops and and talk? Because I know, like in the high school system, you have some private schools in Spain that do have like
Mhm.
esports extracurricular, like in Madrid, but like it's not very common, yet. And the parents' mentality is not, like video games, esports. Like it's not like as developed as many, I would say, like in Nordic countries. So how's
Mhm.
the environment in Hungary?
To be honest, I was quite surprised because, as I said, this year we could go a level lower,
Mhm.
and a lot of schools, actually 100% of the schools we were in contact with were open. So they welcomed us, and even though we had to start our presentations or our workshops from, I don't know, ground zero, to be honest. So we had to talk about what video games are, or what we can achieve through them. And sometimes the audience was a bit negative, like from the basic idea, not with the questions or anything, but the basic idea. You understand what I'm talking about. But otherwise, they were open. They were fully open, and I think there won't be a lot of schools who would say no to a workshop about esports, especially now because a lot of young people are fully invested in it. And I think even the parents are starting to realize that they have to have a little bit of knowledge about esports or video games, because otherwise they will lose their children, or they will lose their capability to talk to their children, or anything. Because I think it's a really great tool to reach the younger generation.
Yeah. And talking about the younger generation, like from your performance background, like what is one habit that like you put like a kid of like a 14-year-old, like for example, a 14-year-old should start building, or like, yeah.
For me personally, from my experience, the hardest part was to make them accept that physical education or physical activity is really, really important for them. Even though, like, I talked to a lot of, I don't know, 14, 15-year-old wannabe professional esport players who think that that 1 hour or that 2 hours outside of the game, I don't know, running, for example, or going to the gym and lifting some weights, is useless. I had some talks. They they literally told me that those 2 hours I spend outside of the game could be spent better with I don't know, learning to farm better, to, I don't know, put some hours in aim lab or something like that. And that's actually why I did the study in my PhD, because I wanted to I don't know, show numbers to them that it's not true. And what we did with the study is we made them play for 4 hours ranked, and also some tasks with objective numbers, for example, aim lab, or I don't know, visual memory or something like that. And before the 4th hour, so before the last hour, I made them do some stationary bike, and we measured the same numbers, obviously, after the stationary bike in the 4th hour, and the results were amazing, because it's they I don't know, obviously they lost some aim, the numbers were slowly declining, but after the biking exercise, the numbers not only stopped declining, but most of the time they went up again. And after I could objectively show them that if you're physically active, you will be better in the game. So your numbers, actual objective numbers, will be better in the game. They started believing me, and a lot of the players started living in like a more active life, because the only goal they have in that age is to be the best in the game, and they would do anything for it, even go and lift some weights, or even go for a run, or they would do anything as long as it helps them get better in the game.
And something how you did that, it's amazing, because like, yeah, I mean, everyone, or almost everyone knows the theory, okay, but when you make them experience it, okay, then they understand, that like the brain needs more oxygen, like when you work out, the brain gets more
Exactly.
oxygen, the blood flow, that's what makes you improve. They know the theory, but like when they actually get in the bike and they experience it, they're like, oh yeah. So that's how
Yeah.
how you get, especially the kids, to like start doing it. So amazing.
And in
And
that age, they are really open, actually.
yeah, more malleable, more teachable. They have
Yeah,
less.
exactly.
What's the word? Well, but like, yeah. Also, in some U.S. programs, talking to esports directors, they're making workouts mandatory. Not like every day, but like a few times a week. Would that be something that you'll be open to do at university?
Workout
With players?
mentoring.
Yes, like in the gym.
Sure, I do that all the time. I did that a lot of
Yeah.
times with my players as well. Yeah, sure, no problem. We can do it.
Amazing, amazing. And what is one myth that you would like to debunk or untap that is currently going on esports performance?
One myth
Yeah,
about esports performance.
yeah,
Well, I would say what I said before, and this is one of my
hmm
ideas, which I always say, is, for example, if you spend 6 hours in the game, the first 2 hours worth 2 hours. That's
yeah,
okay. But the next four will not be 4 hours when it comes to learning. You know, the learning curve, it
yeah,
will go down. So I would say that for for the wannabe esport players is to actually plan some physical activity, even though you're not the most professional player yet, but this is the way to get there. So the myth is you don't need any physical activity when it comes to esports. And I think I can debunk it personally. I can debunk it from my experience, from my PhD. You need it to be professional because you will be better in the game as well. And also you will feel better, obviously, as well. But that's
yeah.
secondary for these players. But also it is really, really important when it comes to long time.
Yeah, I think as we go more into the years and there's more people like you doing amazing research and they can actually see like how much player longevity, like all like physical performance, like how it affects the player longevity. That's when the
Mhm.
kids are gonna be like, okay,
Yeah,
so
and on this idea also, I think it would be better if the professional players, like the tier one players, the stars, would talk a little bit more about their performance habits as well. Because I
mhm.
know we can see they talk a lot of, they have some social media posts about their plays, about how good they are, about how they, I don't know, raise some cup, like they win, but they never talk about how they got there. We don't see them training in the gym, or we don't see enough.
Yeah,
And also the young players who think about these players, these stars, as role models, they see 99% in-game performance and only like 1% outside of the game performance. And I think it should change a little bit.
yeah. Maybe there's a conditioning that is like, it doesn't get views, I guess, like the content, but
I know,
maybe
I
it
know.
does. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
No,
But yeah,
it doesn't, to be honest.
yeah, yeah,
I tried that as well, and not it's not that good when it comes to numbers, but it's much more important than
yeah,
numbers, in my opinion.
for sure. Oliver, from a personal level, what is one objective that you wanna achieve for 2026?
Whew.
Or yourself
Well,
to think about it.
yeah, to be honest, I want to be successful when it comes to both of my positions in esports. One of them is Hungarian scale, like the whole country, and the other one is obviously the first university which has a position like mine, and I want to do really good there, so we can be a role model as well, and other universities can ask us for the know-how. And also, for example, when it comes to awards, I really like getting awards as well. So if there are any which come my way in 2026, I would be happy as well. But I never set that as a goal. What I set as a goal is to be successful when it comes to my positions, and that I can give back to the organizations which employ me. So my name goes there up in the books and such. So yeah, this is my passion. I want to do it. I want to do it
Mhm.
successfully. So
Yeah. And if you had to finish this sentence, the future of esports and education is.
the future of esports and education is, I would not use is, I would say it lies within the existing educational system and acceptance of esports as a serious business when it comes to the existing educational system.
Oliver, amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I couldn't have said it better, honestly.
yeah. I believe that, and I think we're on a good path.
Well, Oliver, thank you so much for your time. It's been amazing for you. Added value to students watching us, industry professionals, because we stream it across various platforms. So I thank you so much, and I can't wait to work with the federation, okay, and add
Yeah.
value in Hungary to provide more educational opportunities.
Same, and thank you for the invitation again.